Not at my house. Well, and Noah gathered up 2 of every animal that was in the whole wide world. 2 of them. It may have, and put it inside his floating boat. And his boat was called an ark. Now, I feel sorry for whoever had to clean up after all those animals, and it may have stuck a little bit, but all the animals were put in that boat. And when the flood was over, all the animals went off, and they created more animals, and that's how we have the world today. So that's the story of Noah and the animals and the ark. And I think we have a replica of the ark coming in here. Wow. Grant, thank you.
Grant, are you Noah? You look a little too young to be Noah.
So that's a little addition, a smaller version of the ark.
Thank you very much, Grant.
Thank you, Mr. Klopper. Thank you, Michael.
Okay.
Thanks, Grant. Very cool. So I'm looking in here. There are. Let's just see here before we start the song.
Oh, we have a giraffe.
Some cats and rats and all that. So, and there's other things here. So you have to imagine. Okay.
You ready? Okay, Mario's going to lead us off, and then we're going to do the chorus with hand motions. Okay. Listen carefully.
A long time ago when the earth was green, were more kinds of animals than you've ever seen. They run around free while the earth was being born, and the loveliest of them all was the unicorn. The chorus. There were green alligators and long-necked geese, some Humpty Duck camels and some chimpanzees, some cats and rats and elephants to show your warmth. The loveliest of all was the unicorn.
Stand back, I'm gonna make it rain. He said, hey Noah, I'll tell you what to do. Build me a floating zoo and take some of those green alligators and long-necked geese, some Humpty Duck camels and some chimpanzees, some cats and rats and elephants and unicorns. And don't you forget our unicorn. Noah was there to answer the call. He finished up making the ark just as the rain started to fall. He marched the animals 2 by 2, and he called out as they came through, hey Lord, I've got green alligators and long-necked geese, some Humpty Duck camels and some chimpanzees, some cats and rats and elephants, some Lord, I just can't see no unicorn. And Noah looked out through the driving rain. Them unicorns were hiding, playing silly games, kicking and splashing while the rain was falling. Oh, them silly unicorns. There's green alligators and long-necked geese, some Humpty Duck camels and some chimpanzees, some cats and rats and elephants and unicorns. You're never gonna see no unicorn.
Thank you. Okay, so today is a very, very special day, and what we're going to be doing, could you close the door please, because there's a lot of noise outside, thank you. What we're going to be doing is at 12 o'clock, when we invite the parents to come back, we're going to have the blessings of the animals. But in the meantime, I want to explain one thing. Because, remember I said my grandson, we need this, are you on, Joseph? Joseph? Joseph, are you? Is that on?
Yeah, it's recording.
Okay. All right. So my grandson had this great idea about having a biblio ancestor. Now, ancestor ends with S-T-O-R. If I add a Y to that word, what word do I have? Story. And what's our theme for this year? Building Jewish memories, one story at a time. So, Rabbi, while we are processing, could we do Tree of Life?
If Marielle doesn't
Oh.
I don't know the words that well. We lost Marielle. Is she going to come back?
I don't know where Marielle went.
Okay.
I'm not sure where Marielle went. You know, you want to do the verse of this again, and maybe something magical will happen? Let's do the verse of this again, because I really love this.
All right.
While we're waiting for something to happen.
So a long time ago, when I was younger, I used to play in an Irish band, and that actually is an Irish song. So I can't do this in any other way but with an Irish accent.
Oh, this we have to hear, Rabbi.
Okay, I'll do it again. A long time ago, when the earth was green, there's no more kind of animals than you've ever seen. They run around free while the earth was being torn. But the loveliest of all was the unicorn. Again, you'll see green alligators along that geese, some humpback jackals and some chimpanzees, some cats and aspens. You're never going to see a unicorn. Has anybody ever seen a real live unicorn?
No!
You have?
Me too.
Really? You know why you don't? Over here. You only have them as toys. So let's do our song, The Tree of Life, okay? Oh. So I think today...
What's happening?
Is it a unicorn? I don't think so.
What's happening?
These two kids are coming in here.
We don't have any room in our boat.
Excuse me.
Wait a minute, what's happening?
Excuse me. Please, whoever they are, I am busy and they're being very rude.
Hold,
Please tell them that.
wait a minute. They're soaking wet, and they want to come in.
But wait a
You
second.
gotta let them. They insist on coming in.
There's no rain outside.
They insist on coming in and soaking wet. Let them in.
All right, let him in. I'm soaking wet too. Let him in. Let him in. Let him in. Let him in. Let him in.
Okay, they can come in.
Excuse me.
Who are they?
Well, what's this interruption about? Boys and girls, please be quiet. I have to hear. I'm really very upset. So could you please explain what
Are you
this is about?
unicorns? Are you unicorns?
Oh, they must be. They don't look like
I don't think
unicorns.
they're
They look a
unicorns.
little bedraggled. What's the problem?
Oh, I am Noah, and this is, wait a
Do
second.
you have a name?
I don't have a name, I guess. I'm just his wife.
Excuse me. What do you mean you're just? That's like Michael, wherever he went. If he said, this is just my, I'd be very insulted. I don't get
it's
this.
a little
I don't
insulting, I
get
have
this.
to tell you, but sometimes
But every living thing has a name.
maybe I should have a name.
But I don't understand. Could you please explain why you're here?
Well,
Well, yes, I actually hear that. Are you into stories? Do you like stories?
We love stories, but I was about to tell one when you so rudely interrupted us.
Oh, so well. Today, we tell the story about me, about Noah. Well, if you read our story, this is my story. In the Torah, I have a name, and my name is Noah. I have not only a name, but an entire parsha named after me. Noah, but no.
Well, you know,
He
I
doesn't
think
have a
this guy
name.
has an ego problem. What about you, dear?
I don't have a name, but I should because we have been forever in an ark with animals that
Like this?
and they
Like this?
smell, yeah, a little bigger. But I have to say, I'm cleaning up after them and I don't get any thank yous. And it's been 40 days and 40 nights and nonstop rain, and I feel really good.
I don't blame you. You know, he gets all the credit. But we just sang a song about him. I don't get it. And you don't even have a name?
No.
You poor dear. I mean, even all these little creatures have names. But wait a second. Don't worry. I have an idea. I have an idea. We have somebody very special and wise here. It's called a rabbi.
I don't even know the rabbit.
No, excuse me.
Other animals, not what we do.
No, I didn't say rabbit. I said rabbi.
The rabbi?
Okay, there is a problem here. We're going to pause. Rabbi, why didn't she know what a rabbi was?
I don't know. I don't. Why doesn't she? Because in those days, we didn't have any rabbis yet.
Ah!
But now we do.
Ah! So there you go. So this is a rabbi. He is the leader of our synagogue, which you also don't know about. We got a lot to catch up on. All right. But in the meantime, he is very, very wise, and he is going to figure out. Rabbi, you got to get her a name. I mean, even these little ants and cockroaches.
You know what? God was in such a hurry to write the Torah that God never gave Noah's wife a name. She is known in the Torah as Mrs. Noah. That's what she's called.
Yeah, enough with you, Noah. Enough. This man is we have a psychiatrist
you get all the
here.
press.
Could
You
please
get all
work
the
with
press.
this?
Yeah. So, you know what? Every person should have a name. And men and women are equal, right? In Judaism, they're equal. It's important. I think that it would be really, really good and very, very important if we stepped in and helped God give Mrs. Noah her own name. I think that that's important.
Well, wait, Joe, I see your hand up. This is what we're going to do. You just gave me the rabbi is so smart. Whenever I have a problem, I go to him. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. When you go back to your classrooms, not during Hebrew, but 11 o'clock at Judaics, each class is going to decide on a name for Mrs. Noah. And at 11:30, we have some other special stuff going on. We'll come back here and we'll have like a raffle, choose Mrs. Noah's name. But once we give her name, Rabbi, what do? We just say, so you're whatever? I mean, I don't understand. What do?
So what we do in Judaism is we have a special ceremony to give somebody a name. Everybody here has a name. Does everybody here have a name? When you were born, everybody has a name. And when you were born, your parents came to synagogue, and officially gave you a name. So we're going to have a ceremony to give Mrs. Noah. Can we call you Mrs. Noah for
Just temporarily.
Or Ms. Noah?
That's a little better.
Okay, all right. So we're going to come back later and officially give Mrs. Noah her own name. And you should think about when you give somebody a name, it should be what they're known for. So what do you think Mrs. Noah would be known for?
Oh, I would say patience.
Patience.
Anything else? Let's see. What? Teaching? Smartness.
Wow.
Any other adjectives we can use to describe Mrs. Noah? Yes. What else? Anything else we can think of about Mrs. Noah? Yes. Caring. Oh, she had to care a lot, boy, to be. Yes, Joe. Loving of animals. Oh my goodness. Any other thing? Okay, so when you go back to your classroom, you can describe that. So so you know what? That's going to happen at 11:30. So what I would suggest is you kind of dry off. This must be, yeah. And in the meantime, you must be thirsty. Would you like to drink water?
Water do not mention the word water.
Enough water. Okay. Would you like us to sing you a little song? Okay, so let's sing the chorus of that song because you must miss the animals a little bit. Okay, so can we just sing the chorus, the last chorus of the song? Should make it I think someone has to have a conversation with Mr. Noah. Yes, Ava.
I'm not sure there's unicorns.
Where are there unicorns?
Unicorns are in our memory because I've never seen a horse with a big. There's one.
Okay, so we're going to dismiss now, and parents are invited at 11:30. Check in Bavakasha. We have several very, very exciting things. The drawing for our on-time raffle, birthday blessings, and most important, the naming of Mrs. Noah. Would you like to introduce your turtle, since you brought the turtle? Okay, Joey, what's the name of your turtle? Shay, named after?
Turtle. Was God on the earth when Shay's gate was knocked down? So we named that.
So wait a second, so this talks about the rabbi said that we give a name that's always a reason. Okay, thank you, Joey, and you will be blessed later. Okay, so first I'm going to ask anybody, preschoolers, going downstairs to Miss Alyssa.
Russ says these guys preschool. Come, let's go. Come.
Let's go. I'll hold you. Let's go downstairs.